Delineate volumes and pyramids and cones. Volumes of pyramids and cones, basically, is what we're doing today. Okay? So, volumes and pyramids and cones. Pyramids and cones have a formula for volume that is 1/3. And what's this big B stand for? Area of the base. Okay. Area of my base times my height. Now, if I have a cone, what is my base? What shape? Circle. How do you find the area of a circle?
Higher
squared. What happens if I have a pyramid? What type of base do I have? A square. I can have a square pyramid or I can have a triangular pyramid. Okay? So either a square or a triangle. How do I find the area of a square?
Base.
Or just side squared, right? Because a square has the same. And how do you find the area of a triangle?
One half
base times height. So all three of those could be plugged into here at any time. Okay. From there, we get a word problem that says the base of a pyramid is a square. The side lengths of the square is 24 feet. The height of the pyramid is 9 feet. Find the volume of the pyramid. How do I figure that out? Volume equals what? 1/3. How do I find the area of the base?
24 times.
Or I can say
24 squared.
24 squared. And then I'm timesing it by what? 9. Okay, tell me what that is.
No, wait. 24 squared is 576.
Good.
And then
5,184.
And when I multiply it by 9?
Yeah.
And then you have to do what too?
Divided by
Divided by 1/3.
I got
Yeah.
1,007.
Yeah.
1,700.
1,700.
Okay, and what do I have to add with that still?
You have to add.
Feet.
Feet, what?
Cube.
Beautiful.
Well,
Okay. Look, next we have find the volume of the cone shown. The diameter is 13.5 meters. The height is 10. What do I do? Yep, V equals 1/3 pi r squared times what? Times your height, right? Okay, now we're going to plug in. You're right. This is 10. What's my r?
13.
No, it's not.
It'd be 5.
13.5.
13.5 divided by 2. What?
6.75.
6.75 is my r. Don't forget that if they give you the diameter, you've got to break it down. Now take 6.5, square it, multiply it by pi.
45.
45.
Hold on.
It's actually 46 if you rounded it.
Just go ahead and don't, just multiply it by,
143.
okay, 143. Let's just round to the whole number. That's fine. 143, good. And then I have multiplied by 10, and I have to divide it by 3. So
It would be 1,430.
Divided by what?
it would be 1,431, right? Oh, 30. Okay, yes. And then multiplied by 3. I divide by 3. And what do you get?
476.6.
476. So let's round up to 477. 477 what?
Meters.
Millimeters cubed.
Beautiful. Okay, this one's going to take a little bit more thinking. It says the grain silo shown is composed of a cylinder and a cone. Find the volume of the cone to the nearest cubic foot. How can I do that?
You have to get the radius.
So you have to do the cone's volume and then have the cylinder's volume and add
Yes, yes. But let me ask you this. Let me ask you a question. What happens with this cone and this cylinder when they connect? Where do they connect at?
Center.
At this circle part right here, right? Okay. So if I find the volume of a cone and find the volume of a cylinder, I'm overlapping, aren't I? Okay. So let's we have to remember that and come back to something. So how do I find the volume of the cylinder? Let's start there. What do you do for volume of a cylinder?
2 pi r height plus 2 pi
No.
It's
No,
two
pi r squared.
Pi r squared
times
times,
the height.
yes, pi r squared times the height. So what is my r and what is my height?
Your r is 9 squared.
Yep, 9 squared and my height is,
What is that?
29. Okay, so do 9 squared times pi times 29. Tell me what you get.
No.
737.9.
737.9.
737.9.601114.
Okay, you got
So it'd be 7,000.
7,300 what?
79 point.
No, that would be.
Okay, so let's round to 80. 7,380.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just round it to that, and that is feet cubed so far. Now I have to find the volume of my cone. How do you find the volume of a cone?
1/3
1/3
pi r squared times height.
Pi r squared times height. So listen, we already know what our pi r squared times height is, don't we? Right here. So what do I need to do with that number? Plug it in, and then what am I gonna?
Divide
Oh,
by 2.
no, I'm sorry.
All by 1/3.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
multiply by
two.
1/3. So
Multiply by 1/3.
4 divided by 3 doesn't matter.
2,400.
2,000 what?
2,459.867.
Okay, 2,460. Is that what you did?
Yeah.
Okay, 2,460 feet cubed. Now, well, that's what we need to talk about. Did we add them? You're like, I don't know. Well, let's add 7,000, 2,460 plus 7,380 gives me what?
9,000.
9,840.
9,840.
It's a calculator.
Aha, we did something wrong. Yep, I know what we did wrong. We have this same part here, right? 1/3 pi times 9 squared. What's the height of my cone? 7. That's going to give me a different answer. What's that answer? Ah,
Whoa.
1,781.2.
1,781.28.
1,781.
So it would just be 1,700.
Okay, now let's add those two together. Okay, so 1,781 plus 7,000.
9,161.2.
Oh, how did you get an answer?
Something is wrong with this. We did 9 squared.
I don't understand.
We did 9 squared, which is 81, right?
I'm getting confused now.
What? Why are you confused? And then we times it by 7, right? 567, and then you divide it by 3, which is 189, and you times it by pi.
Is it 9,161?
Yeah.
No, that's
Actually,
not
I got it right, but
That is
that's
not
what
it.
Guys, this isn't the 1,781. How did you get that? That's not the answer.
We added it. Like we told us to.
You added what?
We added
1,781 plus 7,8.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get 9.
First of all, there's no adding in that problem.
You just told us that.
To add, no. I wanted to know how you got 1,000 down here for this. That's not the right answer for this one.
Because we didn't divide it.
Okay, so that's our problem. What's 9 squared? 81, right? What's 81 times 7? 500.
6, 7.
Now multiply that by 3.14. And you did not take that answer and divide it by 3. So divide it by 3, and you get 593. Yeah. Don't forget to divide by 3. You didn't finish this problem out. You had 1,780 because you didn't divide it by 3 or multiply it by 1/3. Don't forget to do that part. now I can add this to that and I'll get my right answer. So if I take 7,380 and I add it to 593, you get 7,973 feet cubed. And that's the volume of that cone and cylinder put together for the silo. Don't forget to divide by 3 when you're doing the formula for volume of a cylinder or a cone. Or not cylinder, of a cone or a pyramid. Okay, you have to divide by 3. Okay, those are, yes, you multiplying by 1/3 and dividing by 3 is the same thing. Multiplying by 1/3 and dividing by 3 is the same thing. Okay, so that's the formula we're practicing today is pyramid and cones. These are all the formulas that we've done so far, okay? And then tomorrow when we review, I'm going to give you a worksheet of all this stuff combined so that you have to like remember which one goes with what.
I named, like, on here it has like all the formulas,
Uh-huh.
but they're not all the right formulas.
Yes, they are. They probably just look different to you. I'll come back and look at it and tell you about them. So prisms here, our surface area equals 2 times the area of the base plus the perimeter times the height. Volume of a prism is the area of the base times the height. Cylinders is the surface area is 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r times your height. Volume is pi r squared times your height. Pyramids, our surface area equals the area of the base plus 1/2 of the perimeter times the slant height. And volume equals 1/3 of the area of the base times the height. Cones, our surface area is pi r squared plus pi times your radius times your slant height. And the volume is 1/3 pi r squared times your height. That's what we're working on today. I will give you homework.